All right, guys, we are back live with the 2014 Season 2 Draft. It's been fun so far. We're halfway through round 3, but we should remind you, for rounds 1 through 3, you can only pick from players in the top 250 from Pro Points. What is going on here with this cord? Mom. Top 250 from Pro Points. In round 4, though, it's open to anybody. I'm getting a lot of tweets from people who want to see me picked up. I will help you win games or lose them. But I saw something here from Spacely that got me pretty excited for Strictly Business. It says, our last round pick will likely be our first person we want to sub for us. Can't wait to see what Strictly Business has up their sleeve. Also, who's Optic Gaming going to go for? Anyone is available. Who's Envy going to go after? Complexity, got to see what's going to go on there. Also with the Curse lineups, a lot of people to go after, and you got to remember Benson is also now in North America. Will he get picked up by one of the Curse squads? We're going to go into the second half of round number 3 here now, and it is time to go with Team Caliber. They go after Pac-Man. Finally, the 4th man from Rise Nation, Revan, is going to be grabbed. Pac-Man's been around for years. What do you know about this guy?
National champion, used to play for Team Fear. Great, solid player. You can't ask for and it's finally that he got picked. You know, his other 3 teammates got picked very early on in the draft. Everybody was waiting for Pac-Man to get on the team. And the one thing I like about Pac-Man, he just has a great personality. He always makes everybody laugh, which makes playing with him a lot easier. Making
people giggle is a talent, my friends. Pac-Man is going to make sure everyone's having fun. Great addition to this team as well. If you watched him at COD Champs, he would go off when they needed him to. Didn't always have the hottest starts to his games, but when they needed that clutch factor, I was watching some gameplay earlier in the day. He really went big, especially in the matchups against Vitality Rises. In those domination games, he went huge, pulling out the sub and ripping up 2 or 3 pieces time and time again. Our next squad, though, is going to be FaZe Red. They're next on the board, and they picked up Diabolic and Accuracy. Now they're going after another Halo guy here, another member of Final Boss, Snipedown, picked up here by FaZe Red. Did you see this one coming?
I thought Snipedown would get picked, but I definitely thought it'd be towards the later parts of the draft. Snipedown, of course, he's an assault rifle player, has a phenomenal shot. You know, you could put any gun in his hands and really he's going to hit the shot cross range. Reminds me a lot like Formal, except he's definitely not as aggressive as Formal is. But some notable players that I see are still left in the draft. You have Huskers, he's still left. Gucci, Heist, Shuckles, J-Rich, Assassin, Felonies, TwoQuick, all able to get picked.
Wow, but Snipedown, want to point out this before we take down his graphic. He also started as a Halo champion. He broke out on the scene in 2008, finished in the top 3, or top 8, I believe, in his first tournament. After that, it was all top 3. Went from straight rip-in to triggers down before landing on Final Boss here for Call of Duty. Everyone talks about Formal and Enable shots, but before those 2 guys were ripping faces, Snipedown was the only player to cancel out Neighbor back in the Halo days, and I know a lot of you guys are old school fans here at MLG. Be great to see him back on the sticks with a very strong squad. So that's FaZe Red picking up Snipedown here in our 3rd round. Let's see what Envy is bringing to the table. They finally go after Mr. Versatile. We have Fizzerp grabbed here as the 3rd draft pick for Envy. You like this grab?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Fizzerp. You know he's going to perform in the search and destroys. You know he can perform in the respawns. He's been playing very well as of lately, and you know he's been winning a lot of search and destroy tournaments. So if you're going to put Fizzerp in, the one game type you want him there for has to be search and destroy.
And you saw this guy win, I believe it was the 5K with Miracles, Killa, and Neslo. So Fizzerp, he's definitely got the skill. He can really go off at any point, especially online. We see it in the weekend tournaments, but he can do it on a daily basis as well. We'll see what he can do. No longer playing with Denial. He is now going to be playing with Envy here for Season 2. Our next squad up, Curse Orange. Curse Orange goes with Descend. Do you know this guy? I'm Googling him right now.
I don't. I'm going to go ahead and look at the players list, but this has to be a pick that's going to throw people off guard. I mean, Descend? How far down on the list is he?
It looks, I honestly don't even know. I'm trying to look at the screen and find him in my list. Descend was near the bottom. He was actually just above Snakebite. So I'm going to pull up his GB leaderboard real quick. Let's take a look at this guy's profile. So when it comes to Call of Duty Ghost, you can see just around 5,000, but he's got 6 trophies, 146 achievements. He's been around. He's in the top 5,100 there overall. And looks like he's been around a bit. So
Okay.
I don't know much about this guy, but obviously the players on Curse Orange do. You got to wonder, is this a Miyagi pick? Is this an attached pick? Who wanted to team with Descendant? And really, what is he going to bring to the table in Season 3? Season 2. Down to the last 2 picks now. We got Strictly Business and Complexity. And SB is going Gucci here. Is Gucci done playing? You think he's coming back here for Season 2?
When I spoke to Gucci at UGC when we went over there in Illinois, he sounded like he was done playing. But, Mad Cat also said he was done playing.
Right.
Now he's filling in for TK at Niagara. So you never know when Gucci is going to decide to come back. I feel like this is a very safe pick. If Gucci does decide that he does want to play in a couple of games, he's going to be a great asset to this team. But if he doesn't, that's why you have the other subs.
All right, so Gucci comes in as the 3rd sub for Strictly Business. Our last pick here in round 3 before anyone is available. TwoQuick is back in a Complexity jersey as Aches and the boys put TwoQuick on the roster.
Okay, so positional assault rifle player. We were talking about Complexity early on in the draft, how, in the season before this Season 1, they didn't use any subs. So we'll see if they decide to put these players in. Maybe if they secure their spot, they'll put all their subs in for a match. But TwoQuick, we all know what he brings to the table. A very talented positional assault rifle player. I had a chance of playing with him and against him many times. And he's just one of those guys, you put him in a power spot around the map, you're not going to get him out.
And if you remember, guys, he played for Complexity back in the Black Ops 2 days, went to the World Championships for Black Ops 2, helped that squad secure a 4th place finish before Clayster joined the lineup. So TwoQuick, he's been around, he's back with Complexity, and Revan, that is going to wrap it for round number 3. It's time to get interesting in round number 4. Who are these magical picks going to be? Who goes after Benson? Who makes the dumb mistake of putting me on their lineup? And who's taking this serious and going after some of the sleeper picks here in the draft? Who are some of the names you're still looking at, Revan?
Well, even though they might not be on the list, this opens up everything. The doors are wide open. We could see someone maybe try to draft Dodgers, maybe try to draft Halifax. All of a sudden, all of these Call of Duty veterans, you're able to draft them. Even though they might not be playing, technically they're a sub.
All right, well, we saw a couple tweets going out there, especially from Strictly Business, saying our 4th, the guy we're picking up in the 4th round, is the guy we wanted in the 1st round. We'll see who Strictly Business picks. Of course, all the other 11 teams as well when the draft continues right here on the eSports Report. We'll be right back.